Tyler Goodjohn, the prodigal son, returns after 2 years in the wilderness to BKB. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's great to be back. Obviously back on British soil. Yeah, looking forward to putting a show on for everyone again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've been all around the world. You've been in martial arts and boxing for 25 years, I think it is now, since you were a kid, basically. You've done it all. You've done gloved, you've done unlicensed, you've done every tattoo parlour in the south of England, by the look of it. But you've come back to this. BKB has really grown in a legion of the UK and USA organisations. Talk to me, first of all, about how different it feels to be back.
I mean, yeah, I've got people that are glad to see me back, and I've got people that aren't so glad to see me back in equal measure. Yeah, no, obviously it's great to be back dealing with Jim, Joe, all the people again, seeing a lot of faces that I haven't seen for a long time, and everyone's been super welcoming. So yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to doing my utmost for the company and taking it forward as much as I can.
You're one of the great characters of combat sports, and particularly bare-knuckle. I mean, I've even felt your ire at times on social media when I haven't said things that you agree with. But up close and personal, you've got a beautiful soul, but you are a fighting man through and through. And even, I think, Dan Lerwell had a problem with you in the Fight Hotel earlier on.
Yeah, look, I'm one of those people, as you know, Gareth, that if something, more particularly with fighting, I feel something very passionately, I'm going to say it, and that doesn't always put me in good stead with people, I don't suppose. But you know, I am who I am at the end of the day, and I act like I fight. You know, I put 110% into it, and I don't think that people, you know, if you may not like me, but you have to respect me as a fighter, because I go there and I give it my all, and that's what people want at the end of the day.
Over time and with consistency, I completely agree with you, because people love honesty and authenticity, and you're never anything removed from that. In fight, as a person, I mean, but in fighting terms now, how ambitious are you coming back to the organisation to want to win a world title belt?
Yeah, I want to come back and I want to cement my legacy. You know, it's important for me. You know, obviously going over to America, you know, people sort of forgot about me over here a little bit, you know, so I want to come back and prove my point, regain my crown again. You know, I'm a pioneer of this sport. You know, I was the first one to go over to America. You know, I was world champion here. I'm back to remind everyone. El Tornado.
El Tornado, Tio. You're going to be a tornado tomorrow night in the Trigon. First time in the Trigon?
First time in the Trigon. This was something that, you know, really drew me. Obviously, being back to 3-minute rounds like I was doing when I was a professional boxer. The triangle as well. It very much suits me. So it was like, look, who knows how long I've got left on this crazy journey that I've been on. But let's go out in style if I am going to end it, you know. Let's go out in some really good wars and treat the fans.
You've come back at a time when the sport is booming as well. It's getting television deals around the world. It needs personalities to enhance what happens inside the Trigon. How do you feel about becoming a household name again, but a bigger household name with a wider reach this time? Are you ready for that?
Yeah, look, I'm proven, you know. Again, everyone has to respect what I've done in the fight game. You know, I've been to America twice without a training team, in the middle of COVID, having a quarantine to go and fight, you know, the champions. So people can't deny me at the end of the day, but I'm back to cement that, you know, and prove what I'm about. So, yeah.
What's your ideal weight division?
11 stone, 155. Yeah, that's my ideal. That's what I operate best at. So yeah, I'm back to regain my crown.
Whose title are you chasing right now then?
So the main event, you've got Rafael and Reese, who are obviously fighting it out for the 155 title. So yeah, I'll be keeping a close eye on it. Both great lads. I actually got on with both of them. But yeah, you know, they got my crown, so.
Do you think you're only 1 or 2 fights away from fighting for that title?
Yeah, you know, obviously I've got to deal with this fight first. You know, I've got an undefeated guy from Wales in Joe Smith who's going to be very hungry, and he's going to want to take my name at the end of the day.
He's dangerous because he's very humble and he underestimates himself. He's one of those weird characters. But you give him a chance, and it's danger, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you know, I've fought at a very high level. I understand that you can't take anyone for granted, especially in bare knuckle, because anything can happen. You know, I'm a lot further down my bare knuckle journey as well. I have a lot of scar tissue, a lot of damage, and what have you as well. So, yeah, it's an interesting fight for me, especially the first time in the Trigon as well. So yeah, it's exciting. We'll see what happens.
There's a lot of devil in you as well, and we don't want you to lose that, whether it's towards me or to other fighters or to the public, because we need characters like you in the sport. Thank you. Great to see you.
Appreciate it, Gareth. I know that we've, yeah, I've said my things, and actually to see you in person and that, it's been good to talk about it. So yeah, no, I appreciate it.
My pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers. Tyler Goodjohn, everybody.